Malevolent says, I hope we, yes, all of us, have a terrible time playing this book. Crazy Arab says, thanks. Malevolent says, Wally Meg. Pretty Baby says, asterisk, attach me in so hyped. Snaffle says, $% carrot earned you. Malevolent says, 15 seconds. Malevolent says, 10 seconds. Snaffle says, wonder if the servers are going down. Asphyxia says, happy midnight release. Relaco says, oh it's tomorrow never mind. Link 25,000. Snaffle says, they are late. Image of Lady
Pleasantries can
Lyra.
wait.
Zalatif and her devouring host have attacked the Sunwell on the Isle of Hildatis. The light has called to you for help, Sugar Kid.
The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light guides...
Liadrin, it has begun. I need you with me on the wall.
Lorthamar, the void will envelop us soon. Only the light can save us now.
No. The time for prayer has passed.
The Sunwell will not fall. Not while I draw breath. Little elves. I can see you grow weary. How much longer can you hold out? Flee and save yourselves.
Liadrin, don't.
Light be with you. You see? She understands it's hopeless. Soon, you all will. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through... I know that I am unworthy. I don't know if I deserve your help, but I know my people do. Please give them strength. I admire your spirit, but that will not save you. Soon, I will break your world.
You can't even break one elf.
This darkness comes to devour everything. And when it is finished, there will be no more light. Without your aid, we will perish. I beg you, help us. The Sunwell will not fall!
Not while we draw breath.
I answer to the light. Anaria Shala.
MidNight. I am glad you came, Sugar Kid. We need your help urgently.
I am the blade of the light.
A voice from the light. Shooter Kid, you have been chosen. Zalatath's army of the void has descended upon the Sunwell. We have put our faith in the light, and in turn, the light has called upon the greatest champions of Azeroth. Answer this summons and stand against the devouring host. The fate of Goldadas and the world rests in your hands.
You receive item,
Even with
Knight Summon.
reinforcements, we cannot hold back the
Image of
devouring
Lady
host for
Lyodrine
long.
says, even with
Make
reinforcements,
haste,
we
champion.
cannot hold back the devouring host for long. Make haste, Sugarkey.
Remain vigilant.
Debuff oppressive void.
Lord
Evacuating
Mark
the
says,
civilians
evacuating the
must take
civilians must take priority. Hierarch Charlie on says, no.
on launching
We need to focus on launching a counterattack. Lady Lyodrine.
I called upon the light, and you have answered my prayers. Truly, its radiance has guided you here.
Pleasantries can wait.
A voice from the light. The light has called you, Shooter Kid. Our hope rests in the champions of Azeroth and the vanguard of the light.
I am the blade of the light.
Last bastion of the light. Your arrival has reignited hope. We have pushed Zalatath's forces away from the Sunwell, yet they still infest the Isle of Goldadas, and appear to be massing for another attack as they prey upon the Centauri. We must join up with the vanguard of light.
Fight well.
Lady
We
Lyodrine
prayed
says,
for a
we prayed for a miracle,
and the
vanguard
vanguard
of light
of
answered the call.
answered the call.
But the battle yet rages
the
on.
battle yet rages on.
Hierarch Charlie on says, our forces are scattered.
Host will
The devouring host will overwhelm us. Lady Lyodrine.
Anaria Shala.
Last bastion of the light. We must use this miraculous event to turn the tide against chaos. We must not falter.
I answer to the light.
Champions of Goldadas. Lord Emar has formed a rally point at Sunstrider Rise, while the civilians there are evacuated to Silvermoon, but the forces of the vanguard of light are scattered throughout the battlefield. We need to fight as one to defeat this host. Together, we can defeat Zalatath and save the Sunwell.
Shorel Ara.
Hierarch Charlie on.
chose for you to be here.
Zalatath has underestimated the resolve of the vanguard of light and the Centauri. We will not fall today, but win a decisive victory against the void.
Light aid you.
Where heroes hold. We have stopped the devouring host's initial attack. This battle will not be won if we go on the defensive, not even to safeguard the innocence of Goldadas. Focus on culling the void front. Without their invading force, the devouring host cannot maintain a foothold. We will rally at Sunstrider Rise when ready.
Be the light the darkness fears.
My son. One moment, Shooter Kid. I have a personal matter. I would like you to find my son, Orator. He is a member of the Silver Hand, an accomplished paladin. I know he must have been called. His faith is strong. The light would want him here fighting against Zalatath.
There is no
Hierarch Charlie on.
darkness, champion. Find
Hierarch Charlie on
Eritor.
says,
I will rally the
Sugarkey, find
vanguard
Arata.
and prepare an
I will rally the
assault.
vanguard and prepare an assault.
Some must
Lady
remain to
Lyodrine
guard the
says,
sun.
some must remain
If
to
it
guard the
falls,
Sunwell.
all is lost.
If it falls, all is lost. Fairy Rozar says, the light will shield the land of my ancestors. Void Front Pamela.
We need
And with WRYNN says, we need to move the wounded. Farin Lothar.
By the sacred flame, we were almost overwhelmed by the devouring host. I was able to hold back the tide of darkness so that Anjuin could heal the injured. I'm glad to see that others were called to the defense of this sacred place. What can I do to help?
Farin
Despite
Lothar.
everything,
And
Go
with
join the vanguard,
WRYNN
Farin.
says, go join
I'll
the
escort
vanguard.
everyone to
Farin.
the Sunwell.
I'll escort everyone to the Sunwell. Void Swarm Reserve. Combat start. Void Arc Reserve. Aggro. Void Swing Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Swing Reserve. Void Swing Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Swing Reserve. Void Swing Reserve. Void Swing Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Combat start. Void Mark Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Aggro. Void marked reserve. Void Swarm Reserve. Void Swarm Reserve. Void marked reserve. Aggro. Aggro. Void Front Angler. Aggro. 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 Void Front Angler. Void Front Tumbler. Aggro. Nothraxian says, Power Swarm of the Void. Prepare to meet your end. Nothraxian. Aggro. Void Front.
I see the light has called not just its followers, but the champions of its wrath. I had thought myself surrounded and outnumbered, but looking here, we may press the attack.
Nothraxian. Nothraxian. Nothraxian says, the higher guard calls out glory or death. Combat start. Void Mark Reserve. Combat start. Arita says, Sugar
over here!
Over here. Pethinorskst.
Ready to fight the fight?
I was overcome, not by the void, but by the light itself. I couldn't see, and unleashed the power. It felt like a fire. When I came to, they were all destroyed. My apologies, Sugar Kid. The feeling has passed. We need to do what we can to aid the people of Silver Moon.
There you are. You can feel it. Can't you, Arator, son of Turalian? Something is amiss. One so confident in the light you wield. Have your eyes finally been opened? You fight with such conviction, but your light will betray you. In your darkest moment, when you need it most, your light will turn to wrath! And all you'll be left with is ashes. So tell me, Arator, son of Ilaria. Can you feel it?
Arita says, I'm still not sure what happened in that moment. But I'll have to worry about it later.
I'll have to worry about
We
it
have
later.
lives to save.
We have lives to save.
Unknown.
Let's find the rest of the
Unknown
Vanguard.
says, let's
The
find
High
the rest of
Exarch
the Vanguard.
hates to be disappointed.
The High Arch hates to be disappointed. Injured Defender. Injured Defender says, I thought I was dead for sure. Arita.
If only I had found a
Anonsus
way
Fowl
to
says,
destroy
Zalata.
that accursed
If only I
blade.
had found a way to destroy that accursed blade. Anonsus Fowl.
Light bless you, friend.
Alonsis Tower says, let your fires burn bright, my brethren. We are called to assault the void. Combat start. Void marked reserve. Void marked reserve. Void marked reserve. Void swarm reserve. Void marked reserve. You receive loot, stellar vortex residue. Aggro. Aggro. Void front defiler. Combat start. Void front defiler. You receive loot, stellar vortex residue. You receive loot, healing Sarvex 10. You receive loot, healing Sarvex 10. Void front summoner.
Let the light heal your wounds.
Arity says, let the light heal your wounds. Injured defender says, I thought I was dead for sure. Combat start. Aggro. Void front summoner. Void front pummeler. You receive loot, stellar vortex residue.
The
Arita
holy
says,
light
the holy
will
light heals
ease
your
your
pain.
pain.
You receive loot, light spire spear. Void marked reserve. Injured defender says, I thought I was dead for sure. Combat start. Aggro. Void marked reserve. Leroy Jenkins. You receive loot, fine void residue. Void marked reserve. Leroy Jenkins. You laugh at Leroy Jenkins. You
Well
congratulate Leroy
deserved.
Jenkins. You receive loot, healing Sarvex 10. You cheer at Leroy Jenkins. Injured defender. Injured defender says, I can make it happen. Be careful. Void front coming. Combat start. Aggro. You receive loot, light fire spear. Combat start. Void front combat. Aggro. 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 Void front conjurer. Combat start. Pirate Arch Charlie Bond says, we must strike back while we have the chance.
No, I will
Combat
not leave my
starts.
people undefended.
Northam Arthur Ron says, no. I will not leave my people undefended. Void front pummeler.
Buff phase.
Aggro. Rippling shadow. Void front defiler. Void front pummeler. Aggro. Fusing void.
Buff phase.
Fusing void. Aggro. Fusing void.
Debuff grasping shadows.
You receive loot, stellar vortex residues 2. Dripping shadow. You receive loot, dripping silk for traps.
Debuff grasping shadows.
Pirate Arch
Horde
Charlie
has
Bond.
come for Azeroth.
Zalatif has underestimated the resolve of the Vanguard of Light and of Sindori. We will not fall today, but win a decisive victory against the Void.
Another of the Light's chosen champions.
You
Do
receive
not
item.
let this
You will defend this
defeat
bridge.
your resolve.
Northam Arthur Ron.
Smalanor. We have made many sacrifices. Shall not falter.
Vanguard of the Light. We make our stand at the gate. For Azeroth. For the Light!
Naruto, wait! I must escort these civilians to the docks and get them to safety. There are still many unaccounted for. We cannot abandon them to the void.
Of course, Lorthamar. We'll do everything in our power to safeguard them. Surely the High Exarch can spare us for a moment to save some lives.
North
With
Amartharon.
perseverance and strength. What I do for pleasure.
Vanguard of the light! We make our stand at the gate!
North Amartharon.
Beauty of Eversong endures.
The hour of need. Turalion is thinking like a battlefield captain and not like a leader. My people, the Sindari, have suffered much in these past few wars. How many must die in the name of its victory? Please, shoot the kid. Rescue any citizens you can and help guide them safely to the boats at the Silver Landing. Every life saved is a victory for the Blood Elves.
Our
You
strength
receive
lies
item.
in our
Healing
people.
flask.
I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
Arita.
A safe path. We must rescue the civilians and get them to the ships, yet the path to the docks is barred by a vile, hungering creature. If we are to save my people, then we need to clear an evacuation path. We cannot leave them to fend for themselves.
Arita
Come on,
says,
champion.
come on,
Let's
Shivaki.
clear a path for
Let's
the
clear a
survivors.
path for the survivors. You receive loot. Healing Sarvex 10. Injured citizen. Injured citizen says, I can make it now.
The eternal
careful.
sun guides
Scared
us.
civilian.
Farewell.
Arita
the
says,
light,
by the
suffer
light,
no
suffer
more.
no more. Injured citizen. Rescued civilian says, I feared I would miss the boats. Thank you, Shivaki. Injured citizen says, I can make it now. Be careful. Void front Pamela. Come back start. Agri. Using void. Agri. Void front Pamela. Void front Pamela. Void front Pamela. Using void. Void front Pamela. Void front Pamela. Void front Pamela. Using void. Arita. Come back start.
The holy
grasping
light
shadows.
will ease your
Using
pain.
void. Using void. Arita says, the holy light will ease your pain. Injured citizen says, I thought I was dead for sure. Injured citizen. Using void. Come back start. Using void.
Glory to the
Rescued
Sindori.
civilian. Injured citizen. Using voice. Aggro. Come back start. Aggro. Using void. Using void. Injured citizen says, I thought I was dead for sure. Using void. Injured citizen.
Let the light
Arita
heal your
says,
wounds.
let the light heal your wounds. Injured citizen says, thank you, friend. May the light bless you.
Anubilore
Scared
Delana.
civilian. Scared civilian.
Stay the course.
Rescued civilian says, thank you, Shugaki. I had almost given up hope. Aggro. Injured citizen. Aggro. Combat starts. Scared civilian says, thank you, Shugaki. I can make it for you. Aggro. Void front camera. Using void.
Let's do some
Arita.
good.
Debuff grasping shadows.
Using void. You receive loot, find void residue. Void front Pamela. Injured citizen. Injured citizen says, I thought I was dead for sure. Combat start.
Debuff grasping shadows.
Stimulate. Using void. Aggro.
Allow
Arita
the
says,
light
allow
to
the light
be
to be
your
your
guide.
guide.
Debuff grasping shadows.
The way is clear.
Using void. Injured citizen. Injured citizen
Let the
says,
light
I thought I was
heal
dead
your
for sure.
wounds.
Debuff grasping shadows. Debuff grasping shadows.
Using void. Using void. Arita says, it is done. The way is clear.
Debuff grasping shadows.
Using void. Combat start. Arita says,
The dark
let the light heal your
times will
wounds.
pass.
Rescued civilian. Aggro. Combat start. Injured citizen. Injured citizen says, I thought I was dead for sure. Void front conjurer.
Glory to the
You receive loot.
Sindori.
Stellar vortex residue. Scared civilian. Void front conjurer. Injured
Allow the
citizen.
light to be your
Void Front
guide.
Conjurer. Scared civilian says, I can make it from here. Scared civilian. Injured citizen says, I thought I was dead for sure. Come back, stop. Scared civilian. Arita says, allow the light to be your guide. Void Front Conjurer. You receive loot, find void residue. Scared civilian says, we're safe, Arita is here. Run to the boats. Void Front Conjurer. Void Front Conjurer. Combat start. Void Mark Reserve. Void Front Pummeler. Rescue civilian says, I will follow you, Sugarkey. Void Front Pummeler. Aggro. Void Mark Reserve. Aggro. Void Front Pummeler. Aggro. Void Front Pummeler. Void Front Pummeler. Void Front Pummeler. Void Front Pummeler. Void Mark Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Front Pummeler. Void Front Pummeler. Void Mark Reserve. Void Front Pummeler. Void Front Pummeler. Aggro. You receive loot, Stellar Vortex Residues 3. Void Marked Reserve. You receive loot, find Void Residues 2. Aggro. Void Front Pummeler. Aggro. Aggro. Void Marked Reserve. Void Marked Reserve. Void Marked Reserve. Combat start. Void Front Pummeler. Void Front Pummeler. Void Front Pummeler. You receive loot, Stellar Vortex Residues 2. Rescue civilian says, thank you, Sugarkey. I had almost given up hope.
The evacuating ships are under attack!
Rescue civilian says, I feared I would miss the boats. Thank you, Sugarkey. Northam Arthur Ron. Northam Arthur Ron says, Arita, Sugarkey. The evacuating ships are under attack. You receive item, Sindoria Citizens Cloak.
Luminous wings. Luminous wings. No. Zelata's host has opened portals above the strait. Void creatures spill out and descend upon the refugees' ships. We have to safeguard the civilians. Those Dragonhawks have been empowered by the light. They should give you enough power to defeat the Void Beasts and rescue the fleeing civilians.
Northam Arthur Ron says, if we don't protect those ships, we'll have sent the people aboard them to die. Empowered Dragonhawk. Tiana Sunfever says, mount up. She's ready to go. Tiana Sunfever says, we've never tried infusing a Dragonhawk with so much power before. I'm sure it will be fine. Arita says, clear the skies and rescue any survivors you can find.
Throw the survivor
Arita says, they've sunk a ship. Throw the survivor a rope.
You got
Arita
them
says,
all!
you got them
Thank
all.
the light!
Thank the light.
Did it, champion! The civilians escaped the devouring host!
Seralian forgets that victory means
Northam Arthur
nothing if
Ron
it
says,
costs us
Charlie on
everything in
forgets that
return.
victory means nothing if it costs us everything in return. Northam Arthur Ron.
Malanore. Silver Moon prospers.
Ready to fight the fight?
The gate. The High Exarch commanded us to assemble with his vanguard of light and attack the devouring host. I do not regret my delay of that order, but he will have noticed my absence. We should make haste and assemble with the others.
We should help.
Alta
Mount up,
says,
champion.
mount up,
We
Sugar
must
Tea.
get to the gate
We
before the
must get to the
vanguard
gate before the
attacks.
vanguard attacks. Tarina Sunstrike. Milladorn Blade says, Sugar Key. The vanguard is gathering at the north gate for a big push. Anthony Brightman says, Sugar Key, I thank the light you are with us. Anthony Brightman. Nicer Cinder Steel says, the light advances. Nicer Cinder Steel.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
Heidegarth Charlie On
Orthamar
says,
could have
Lord
handled
Market
the
have handled the
evacuation,
evacuation.
Arator.
Arata.
You're
You're
needed with the vanguard.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets. Trinkets, yes.
You receive
Pretty
loot, Night Spire Spear.
trinkets.
Boy Fight Pamela. Combat start. Aggro. You receive loot, Potent Healing Potion 3. You receive loot, Tarnished Dawnlit Holy Axe. Combat start. Twilight Saboteur. Aggro. Aggro. Twilight Saboteur. Twilight Saboteur. Prophet Villain says, Talatapa's forces are not just content to eliminate us, they work to destroy all records and history of Kildanas. Help us safeguard with our fight and Dawn Star Village. Void Swarm Reserve. Void Swarm Reserve. Crusader Kai. Combat start. Crusader Kai. Combat start. Twilight Saboteur. Twilight Saboteur.
Debuff days.
You receive loot, Potent Healing Potion Switch. Twilight Saboteur. 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 Twilight Saboteur.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
Combat start. Aggro.
Debuff Curse of Dread.
Neutron Law says, the armies of the void are vast and varied. You are not prepared for what awaits you. Neutron Law. Neutron Law. Void Storm Bombarding. Neutron Law. Neutron Law says, Salata Oblivion, my failure. Neutron Law. Combat start. You receive loot. Potent healing potions for Dark Circle. Dark Step Tracker. You receive loot. Void dust residue. Combat start. Void front defiler. Aggro. Void wing surge. Void front defiler. Void wing surge.
Upward slash.
Void Swim Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Swim Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Aggro. Void Mark Reserve. Void Wing Reserve. Void Wing Reserve. Void Wing Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Wing Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Swim Reserve. Void Wing Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Wing Reserve. Void Mark Reserve. Void Wing Reserve. You receive loot. Stellar Vortex Residues 3. You receive loot. Decaying humanoid flesh. You receive loot. Void Wraith. Void Mark Reserve. Void Swarm Reserve. Void Swarm Reserve.
The Vanguard
Void
is
Mark
here
Reserve.
to protect. The
Void Wing
Vanguard
Reserve.
of the Light. Form a
Private
line.
Arch Charlie Bond
Hold
says,
the
Vanguard of the
gate.
Light, form a line. Void Escape.
Let's do
Void
some
Mark
good.
Reserve. Void Swarm Reserve.
We can do more good off the line, maybe even prevent some casualties. I know how the Void works, and you're a legend.
What do we need to do?
Void Swarm Reserve.
Severing the Void. The High Exarch has formed an impressive defensive line. It will hold the Devouring Host's current numbers. But I can see Void pylons behind the lines. Those will call forth more Devouring Host and overwhelm the Vanguard of Light. Their power is too dangerous for us to destroy directly, but if we can reactivate the Sentinels that fell in the initial assault, they could destroy the pylons for us.
Better to seek forgiveness.
Arita. Void Swarm Reserve.
Voidborn vanishing. The Devouring Host are composed of horrors from the depths of the Void, but they are still an army with soldiers and leaders. Amongst that sea of Void walkers, I notice there are singular creatures. Whether commander or mascot to the host, removing them from the battlefield will help to break their lines.
We should help.
Aggro. Void Front Coming. Void Front Defiant. Void Front Defiant. Void Front Defiant. You receive loot. Stellar Vortex Residues 2. Pilgrimer's Sentinel. Unknown.
Forgive my
Pilgrimer's
father.
Sentinel says, target
We
acquired.
don't always
Arita
see eye
says,
to eye on
please forgive my father's tone.
to say the
We
least.
don't always see eye to eye on things, to say the least. Pilgrimer's Sentinel says, target acquired. Void Swarm Reserve.
Buff Void Sludge.
Light Claw. Vindicator's Iron says, activating those sentinels will shift the balance in our favor. Aggro.
Buff Day. Buff Noxious discharged. Debuff Venom Talons.
Arita says you will not fall to death. Aggro. Arita says, for all that creature's might, it was in such pain. When I was overcome by wrath, I lashed out in my pain. Is it the same for the void as it is for the light?
Is it the same
Light
for the
claw.
void as it is for the light?
Void Front Pamela. You receive loot, Stellar Vortex residue. Cordon Sentinel says, target acquired.
battlefield, Commander.
Arita says, hire Garch Tralita is a vaunted battlefield commander. Though, I think he sometimes forgets how to be anything else. Kyordona's Sentinel says, target acquired. Kyordona's Sentinel. Void Front Defiler. You receive loot, Stellar Vortex residue.
The
Kyordona's Sentinel says, target acquired.
And so do I.
Arita says, the Vanguard has faith in the light, and so do I.
Fill me with
But I've
wrath.
also felt it fill me with wrath, and I'm not sure what to think when it does. Kyordona's Sentinel says, target acquired. The Wasted.
Debuff Grasping Shadows.
Void Front Tunnel.
Debuff Grasping Shadows.
The Wasted. Aggro.
Debuff Grasping Shadows. Debuff Grasping Shadows. Debuff Grasping Shadows. Debuff Grasping Shadows.
The Wasted.
Debuff Grasping Shadows. Debuff Grasping Shadows. Debuff Waste Away. Debuff Grasping Shadows.
The Wasted.
Debuff Grasping Shadows.
Kyordona's Sentinel says, target acquired.
Anyone how to fight the void. I
Arita
haven't
says,
seen her
my
for
mother,
weeks.
Oria, would know better
I
than
just
anyone
hope.
how to fight the void. But I haven't seen her
Let's
for weeks.
Focus on
I just hope.
activating the Sentinels.
Kyordona's Sentinel.
You little people and your struggles. Delicious. You still believe your heroics can defeat my devouring host? My forces are as boundless as my power. My fun is just beginning.
Kyordona's Sentinel says, target acquired. Arita says, let's focus on activating the Sentinels. Kyordona's Sentinel says, target acquired. Combat start. Neutron says, the armies of the void are vast and varied. You are not prepared for what awaits you. Law says, Salat Afghan, my failure. Arita. The Trunculon. Combat start. Twilight Saboteur. Aggro.
Debuff days. Debuff days.
Void front coming. Void Twin Reserve. Prophet Villain says, Galata's forces are not just content to eliminate us, they work to destroy all records and history of Kildanas. Help us safeguard the archives in Dawnstar Village. Arata. Crusader Third. Comeback start. Voidborn Berserker. Comeback start. Twilight Saboteur. Twilight Saboteur. Comeback start. Twilight Saboteur. Twilight Saboteur. Twilight Saboteur. Twilight Saboteur. Twilight Saboteur. Twilight Wrecker. Twilight Saboteur. Twilight Wrecker. Twilight Wrecker. Twilight Saboteur. Twilight Saboteur. Start. Twilight Wrecker. Aggro. Twilight Saboteur. Twilight Wrecker. Twilight Saboteur. Combat start.
Look
Debuff
around.
days.
Twilight Saboteur. Zalata says, look around you. Look above you.
To all
The void opens your eyes to all possible futures. Twilight
and in
Saboteur.
every
Zalata says, and in every single one of them, your world is mine to claim.
is mine.
Twilight
to
Saboteur.
claim.
Twilight Saboteur. Comeback start. Twilight Wrecker. Aggro. Shadow Guard Pillager. Aggro. Shadow Guard Pillager.
Debuff Phantom Strikes.
Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Pillager. Higher Guard Charlie on says, Arata.
Formation.
You broke formation.
The light chose
Higher
for
Guard
you.
Charlie on. You receive
There is
item,
no
Void Bound
darkness that
Lieutenant's
will
Band.
not flee before the light. The void has no place in Azeroth.
Lady Lyodrin.
Light's Arsenal. The armory here stores legendary weapons and artifacts, blessed with the power of the light due to their proximity to the Sunwell. While we are pinned down by the host, the Ethereals are looting these treasures. Shooter Kid, secure these holy artifacts. They are our best weapons against the void. Use them to cut down these invaders if you have the need.
Lady
We
Lyodrin
cannot
says,
allow
we cannot
these
allow these
Ethereals
Ethrals to pillage our sacred artifacts. Higher
On
Guard
that
Charlie
we
on
agree.
says, on that we agree.
Eritor, hold the line.
Arata, hold the line.
Champion, seize
Sugar
those
Pea,
weapons.
seize those weapons. Shadow Guard Pillager. Combat start. Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Pillager. Orbital Velita says, your precious artifacts now belong to Zalata. Repurposed Thunder. Shadow Guard Pillager. Orbital Velita. Orbital Velita. Aggro. Orbital Velita. Orbital Velita says, I fail, my people. Orbital Velita. Shadow Guard Pillager. Combat start. You receive item, Warp Slicer. Shadow Guard Sphere. Combat start. Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Pillager. You receive loot, threadbare mitts. Combat start. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer.
Debuff Phantom Strikes.
Shadow Guard Beta Stealer. Shadow Guard Fate Stealer. Shadow Guard Pillager. Combat start. Aggro. Aggro. Shadow Guard Pillager. You receive loot. Potent Healing Potions 3. You receive loot. Threadbare Mantle. Combat start. Shadow Guard Spoiler. You receive loot. Potent Healing Potions 2. Shadow Guard Spoiler. You receive loot. Stained Hogla. Shadow Guard Spoiler. Shadow Guard Pillager.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
Debuff days.
Tarhu the Ransacker. Shadow Guard Pillager. Tarhu the Ransacker. You receive loot. Ransackers never hide mask. Combat start. Corrupted Squall. Aggro. Corrupted Squall. Corrupted Squall. Corrupted Squall.
Debuff activate.
Corrupted Squall. Corrupted Squall.
Debuff activate.
Void Manifestation. Corrupted Squall. Corrupted Squall. Corrupted Squall.
Debuff activate. Debuff customize. Debuff activate. Debuff activate.
So
Debuff
good
jagged
of you
blade.
and your friends
Debuff
to
jagged
join
blade.
us, Tyrannian.
Void
I'd
Manifestation.
hate for these poor
Corrupted
little
Squall.
elves to die
Debuff
all
jagged blade.
alone.
Corrupted Squall.
Kalatan,
Debuff jagged blade.
the light
Corrupted
will prevail
Squall.
once and for all.
Corrupted Squall.
Debuff jagged blade.
Void Manifestation. Corrupted Squall. Combat start. Corrupted Squall. Corrupted Squall.
Debuff jagged blade.
You receive loot. Glowing Shrub. Aggro. Corrupted Squall.
Debuff customize. Debuff intelligent shadows.
You receive loot. Darkened Residue.
Debuff customize. Debuff grasping shadows. Debuff dazed.
Void Manifestation.
Debuff jagged blade. Debuff customize.
Corrupted Squall. Galata says, so good of you and your friends to join. Charlie on. I'd say for these poor little elves to die all alone. Heidegard Charlie on says, Zalata. Today, the light will prevail once and for all. Corrupted Squall.
Debuff jagged blade. Debuff dazed. Debuff grasping shadows. Debuff grasping shadows.
Void Berserker.
Debuff jagged blade.
Combat start. Void Tainted Clothes.
Debuff customize.
Void Berserker. Corrupted Squall.
Debuff dazed.
Corrupted Squall.
Debuff grasping shadows.
Void Berserker.
Debuff grasping shadows. Debuff dazed.
You receive loot. Fractured Bone. Voidborn Berserker.
Debuff grasping shadows. Debuff grasping shadows.
Comeback start.
Debuff dazed. Debuff dazed.
Void tainted foe. Voidborn berserker.
Debuff dazed.
Voidborn berserker. Void tainted foe. 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 Aggro.
Debuff dazed.
Void tainted foe. Void tainted foe. Void tainted foe.
Debuff dazed.
Void tainted foe. Void tainted foe.
Debuff grasping shadows.
Void tainted foe. Void tainted foe. Void tainted foe.
Debuff grasping shadows.
Void tainted foe. Void tainted foe. You receive loot. Potent healing potions 3. Void tainted foe. Void tainted foe.
Debuff grasping shadows.
Void tainted foe. Void tainted foe. Void tainted foe. Combat start.
Debuff overwhelming void. Debuff jagged blade. Debuff overwhelming void.
Corrupted scroll.
Debuff honorless target.
Hierarch
Horde has
Trolleron.
come for Azeroth.
Lady Lyra.
Anaria Shala. Remain vigilant.
Combat start. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer.
Debuff heavy strikes.
Shadow Guard Spoiler. Shadow Guard Spoiler. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer. Aggro. Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Pillager. You receive item, Staff of Disintegration. Combat start. Shadow Guard Spoiler. Shadow Guard Spoiler. Combat start. Shadow Guard Pillager.
Debuff dazed.
Shadow Guard Pillager.
Debuff phantom strikes.
Shadow Guard Pillager. You receive item, Cosmic Infuser. Pillaging Drifter. Combat start. Combat start. Aggro. Aggro. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer. You receive item, Scourge Bane.
Debuff phantom strikes.
Shadow Guard Stealer. Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer. Shadow Guard Spoiler. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer. Shadow Guard Spoiler. Combat start. Shadow Guard Pillager. Aggro. Aggro. You receive item, Nether Strand Longbow. Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Pillager.
Frogman Strikes.
Shadow Guard Pillager. You receive item, Devastation. Nether Strand Longbow. There are some who claim the Nether Strand Longbow was first carried by the Highborn in the War of the Ancients. Others say that it was not forged until Kyle-That's journeyed to Outland and saw the expanse of the twisting nether with his own eyes. What is known is that strands of magic drawn from the twisting nether itself make the Nether Strand one of the deadliest bows ever used. The longbow was recovered from Outland after the forces of Kyle-That's used it against the Dranir. Perhaps its damaged legacy can be purified in the light of the Swooner. Shadow Guard Fate Stealer. Combat start. Devastation. Warriors of the Sindoria are normally known for spear, bow, and sword, but the Ladrid the Darkener preferred an axe above all. First used during the Troll Wars, Devastation struck its enemies with such brutality that their swift regeneration, magic, and even calls to their low A would fail them. Although its origins lay in defense of Kjolthalas, the Ladrid wielded the weapon in Shadow Guard Fate Stealer. Although its origins lay in defense of Kjolthalas, the Ladrid wielded the weapon in service of the traitor Prince Kyle-That's in later years. In doing so, he betrayed his people and forever stained the weapon's legacy. Until a day when one is found with the unique temperament to wield it, Devastation bathes in the light of the Swooner, in the hopes of removing the Darkener's shadow. Combat start. Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Pillager. You receive loot, Strange Girdle. Combat start. Aggro. Shadow Guard Spoiler. Aggro. Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Spoiler. Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Spoiler. Shadow Guard Pillager. Shadow Guard Spoiler. Shadow Guard Spoiler. Shadow Guard Spoiler. You receive item, Infinity Blades. Infinity Blades. The group known as the Phoenix Blades may be derided today as mere assassins, but they were once held in high regard for saving many lives by eliminating key commanders before a battle. As both reward and mark of station, their cunning leader was gifted the Infinity Blades. These weapons deftly pierced most magical defenses and protected the bearer from arcane attacks. In later years, the Phoenix Blades turned on their king, and the group was disbanded. The Infinity Blades were thought lost until they resurfaced in the siege of Tempest Keep. Recovered from the traitor prince, the blades are now preserved in the light of the Swooner. Slow hands.
I have many, many wares. Farewell, friend of the Grummels. I have many lucky doos you like. May your feet find good trails.
Combat start.
Debug days.
Cousin Slow Hands says, would you kindly show me the way back to Kamau? Void manifestation. Aggro.
Debuff days. Debuff jagged blade.
Void manifestation.
Debuff honorless target. Debuff overwhelming void. Debuff days.
Thank the light.
Debuff jagged
You've
blade.
recovered the artifact.
Debuff enveloping shadows.
Light aid you.
Void
Be the
manifestation.
light the darkness
Debuff jagged blade.
fears.
Debuff dazed.
Lady Lyodrin says, thank the light. You've recovered the artifacts.
Debuff dazed. Debuff jagged blade.
Lady Lyodrin.
Debuff overwhelming void. Debuff jagged blade.
Higher Guard Charlie on. Mystic Birded says, it is not my intention to initiate legislation against you.
Debuff jagged blade.
You receive
Sorel
item,
around.
recovered Sanctum Sword. Higher Guard Charlie
Vanguard
on.
is here to protect. Do
Higher
not
Guard
let this
Charlie on.
evil Vanguard of
Higher
the
Guard
Light
Charlie on
with
says,
me!
Vanguard of the Light.
Push these invaders
me.
back to the
Push
void
these
that
invaders back
spawned
to the
them.
void that spawned them.
For
Not
the
Raxian
light!
says, for the light. Combat start. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer. Shadow Guard Beta Stealer.
Drop Phantom strikes.
Shadow Guard Beta Stealer. Void Walk Behemoth.
Debuff Overwhelming Void. Debuff Overwhelming Void.
Commander Korath Mountain Chist says, the light offers respite. But we must press on. Commander Venal Nightblood says, keep going. Do not succumb to the darkness.
Debuff Overwhelming Void. Debuff Overwhelming Void. Debuff Overwhelming Void. Debuff Void Snare. Debuff Void Snare. Debuff Overwhelming Void. Debuff Overwhelming Void. Debuff Overwhelming Void.
General Amius Bellamy says, forward. We will push back the shadows.
Debuff Overwhelming Void. Debuff Overwhelming Void.
Hurry,
Debuff Overwhelming
We
Void.
need your help against
Debuff
that
Overwhelming Void.
behemoth.
Debuff Overwhelming Void.
Higher Guard Trolley on.
Another of the light.
Announcer Style says, hurry, Sugarcube. We need your help against that behemoth.
To the void!
Higher Guard Trolley on says, channel the light from the weapons you recovered. Drive this monster back to the void.
Vanguard! Redouble your effort! Today, the void learns the power of light is supreme!
The old warrior thinks this will be his crowning achievement.
Show yourself, witch!
A paladin staring down the might of the void, with only the absolute conviction that he is right. So brave in the light, how will you fare lost in the void? You are only fragile mortals. You never had a chance.
Debuff Suffocating Void.
Void Walk Behemoth. Combat start. Combat start. Lady Library.
I answer to the light. Pleasantries can wait.
Broken Sun. We need to fall back. This is not a battle that we can win. Not like this. But there is still hope. The Sunwell. It brought the vanguard of Lightyear to defend it. It brought you, Shooter Kid. Fall back to the Sunwell chamber and defend it for as long as we can.
Fight
Lady
red.
Library. Lady Library says, trolley on. We must regroup at the Sunwell before it's too late. Higher Guard Trolley on says, damn it all. Vanguard, fall back. Combat start.
Debuff Inertia Bolt. Debuff Inertia Bolt.
Hungry Boy Trapper.
Mount up! Retreat to the
Hungry Boy
Sunwell!
Trapper. Arata says, Shibiki. Mount up. Retreat to the Sunwell.
We
Arata
made
says,
it.
we made it.
Light preserve
Light
us.
preserve us. Empowered Dragon Hawk. Lady
Corellian
Library
is
says,
rallying
Trolley
the
on is rallying the
survivors
survivors to the
Sunwell
Sunwell chamber. Lady
We will
Library
beseech
says,
the
we will
light
beseech the light once more to help us push back the devouring host.
devouring host.
Lady
Sunwell
Library
brought us
says, the
salvation
Sunwell brought
before.
us salvation
We
before.
must have
We must have faith that it will happen again.
again.
Lady
You're the last
Library
of the
says, you
vanguard
are the
to
last
make
of the
it.
vanguard to make it.
I am the blade
Lady
of the
Library.
light.
Broken Sun. Thank the light. Everyone from the vanguard that survived is in the Sunwell chamber. Now that you are here, we can begin.
I answer to the light.
Light's last stand. Our attempts to fight Zalata's devouring host have failed. Our only hope is to call upon the light once more and trust that there was a reason it brought this vanguard together. Shooter, you and Narrator need to protect the Sunwell from the devouring host. With so few of us left, we cannot spare any more defenders. Our faith in the light will save us.
Aldiel Shalak.
Once we start the ritual, Zalata will send her forces to this entrance to stop us. You must hold them back until the ritual is complete.
Unknown.
Sharelaran.
Combat start. Lady Maradon. Void Mark defeated. Fairy Logan. Combat start. Void Swing Design. Void Marked Intruder. Void Marked Intruder. Combat start. Intruder Dragon. Aggro. Void Marked Intruder. Aggro. Void Marked Intruder. Player's movement. Void Marked Intruder. Aggro. Wind is up. Void Wind is up. Void Marked Intruder. Combat start. Aggro. Void Swing is on. Void Swing is on. Combat start. Void Rune Disruptor. Aggro. You all are very low up. Void Ball Intruder. Void Rune Disruptor. Void Ball Intruder.
Buff Curse of Dread.
Void Rune Disruptor. Void Rune Disruptor. Void Ball Intruder. Void Swing Reserve. Combat start. Aggro. Void Swing Reserve. 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 Aggro. Combat start. Aggro. Void Swing Reserve. Void Rune Disruptor. Combat start. Void Rune Disruptor. Aggro.
Buff Curse of Dread.
Void Swing Reserve. Aggro. Void Rune Disruptor. Void Swing Reserve. Void Swing Reserve. Void Rune Disruptor. Void Swing Reserve. Combat start. Void Swing Reserve. Void Swing Reserve. Void Swing Reserve. Reserve. Void Swing Reserve. Void Swing Reserve. Combat start. Aggro. Void Swing Reserve. Void Swing Reserve. Imperative. Void Swing Reserve. Aggro. Imperative says, pray to your petty wealth. It will not save you from Dallas. Void Swing Reserve.
Buff Loki.
Aggro. Imperative.
Light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace I am made one with all that is sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace I am made one with all that is sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace I am made one with all that is sacred. Another miracle. Light be praised.
It isn't over, Liadrin. Our friends inside can't maintain this ritual indefinitely.
Have faith, Erator. This is the light of our salvation.
Imperatus says, pray to your petty well. It will not save you from Dalata. Lady Lion.
Pleasantries can wait.
Light's last stand. May the light bless and protect you, Shooter Kid. Your defense of the Sunwell Chamber made this miracle possible. We have not beaten Zalata, but we have forestalled the invasion of her devouring host. We now have the time to catch our breath and discover what we must do to defeat her.
Timothy has earned the achievement Call of the Light. North him
With
after dawn.
perseverance, strength.
North him after
The
dawn.
vanguard of the
High
light
Guard
will
Charlie
need
On
quarters
says, the
and
Vanguard of the Light will need quarters
I will
and supplies.
consider. After
North
I
him
have
after dawn
consulted
says,
the
I
others.
will consider it, after I have consulted with the others.
Sample text. Sample text. Sample text.
Soon will inaugurate.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
Grand Magister Ramak says, you are not needed.
That isn't your decision to make.
Magister Umbric says, that isn't your decision to make. Northam
The
Arthur wrong.
beauty of Eversong endures.
You
The
receive
light of
item,
the
Golden
Sunwell
City
be
Hatchet.
with you.
Diplomacy.
Silvermoon prospers. The Sunwell holds the Void Storm
Northam
at
Arthur
bay
Ron
for
says,
now,
the Soon will hold
but
the
its
Void
current
Storm at bay
state
for now.
cannot be sustained
But its current
forever.
state cannot be
And
sustained
there's no
forever.
telling how it could be affecting the rest of Eversong.
Haldurin Brightwing says,
especially
and
the
there's no
Light
telling
Bloom.
how it could be
We
affecting the
need
rest
an
of Eversong,
alternative course
especially
of
the Light
action.
Bloom.
We
We need an
Rendori can
alternative
aid
course
you
of
in
action.
finding one. Grant us entry
Magister Umbric
into
says, we
Silvermoon.
Rendoria can aid you in finding one.
not.
Grant us
Your
entry
mere
into Silvermoon.
presence would risk defiling the Sunwell
Grand
with
Magister
void
Ramak
magic.
says, absolutely
Then
not.
it seems we have
Your mere
nothing more
presence
to
would risk defiling the
discuss.
Soon will with void
I'll
magic.
continue my research in Tranquillion.
Magister Umbric
Should you
says,
choose
then it
to
seems
see
we have nothing more to
reason.
discuss. I'll continue my research in
The
Tranquillion,
Grand
should you choose to
Magister
see
is right
reason.
about one thing. Protecting the
Higher
Sunwell
Guard
is our
Charlie On
top
says,
priority.
the Grand Magister is right
The
about one thing,
Vanguard of the
protecting the
Light
Soon
will
will is
see
our
to
top
its
priority.
defense.
The Vanguard
Your
of the Light
aid
will
was
see to its
timely and
defense.
welcome, Terralion. But remember
Northam
that
Arthur Ron
Silvermoon
says,
and the
your aid was timely
Sunwell
and welcome,
belong to the
Charlie On.
Sindori.
But remember
You
that
are
Silvermoon and the
guests
Soon will
in
belong
our
to the
fair
Sindoria.
city.
You are guests in our fair city.
Guests, allies, and saviors.
Higher Guard Charlie
Lortimar.
On says,
Rest
guests,
assured
allies, and
that we will
saviors,
guard your
Lortimar.
city and your
Rest assured
people
that we will guard
with
your
the
city
full
and your people
strength
with the
of
full
the
strength of the
light.
light. Northim
Agree
Artheron.
to on behalf of Silvermoon.
Diplomacy. There are those that will disagree with my decision. But I will not have us lose our home. If we must host temporary guests, so be it.
What I do for Quel'Thalas.
Paved in ash. I've more to review with Duralion, but in the meantime, the rest of the city should be informed that we will have some temporary guests in the outer perimeter. I'd like you to check in with a few key civilians and deliver the news.
We shall not falter.
I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
Our strength.
Northim
I'll speak to the
Artheron says,
Vanguard.
I'll
while you
speak to the
get the other
Vanguard while
matters
you get the
settled.
other matters settled.
Found any good treasure lately? I can't wait to hear about your adventures.
My thanks for your patronage.
Silver Moon trade
bring you
worker.
here?
TYA.
We endure.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
Sun, chase your shadows.
You receive loot, Sindoria tanning oil. Bubble heart. Rendering.
Honoria Shola. Treat my wares with care.
TYN. Frazzled
Baladash,
assistant.
Malanore.
botanist
May the
Nathra.
eternal sun guide you. Anu Belore Delana.
Chief Herbalist Drazer. Enchanted Tome.
Sunwell's glory shine on you.
Ira
My
Dalin.
goods are one of a kind. Return when you need more.
Camboon's Cauldron. Illyria.
My goods are one of a kind.
General
What do
Amos
you
Bellamy.
want?
So you are the champion I have heard so much about. Many of my people are still alive thanks to your efforts at the Sunwell. You have my gratitude. Now, if only I can
The
convince these
dark
elves that this war is
times
more
will
important than
pass.
just their city.
Northam Artheron says, you have already taken so many of my blood knights to empower the Sunwell. Your Valors is largely undefended. General Amos Bellamy says, and I am telling you that it is still not enough.
Only by the faith of our forces is the Sunwell holding back the void.
Northam Artheron
Sunwell
says,
must
the
not
Sunwell
fall.
must not
Then
fall.
make sure we have everything we need
General
and
Amos
keep
Bellamy
enemies
says,
off
then
our
make sure we have
backs.
everything we need and keep enemies off our
General,
backs.
perhaps you could see
Bright
to our
Strider.
forces at the
High
Sunwell.
Guard Charlie On
I
says,
will
General,
discuss matters
perhaps you
with
could
the
see to our
Regent
forces
Lord.
at the
As you
Sunwell.
will it.
I will discuss matters with the Regent Lord.
Collect every
General
weapon
Amos
not
Bellamy
nailed
says,
to a
as you
wall
will
and
it,
let's
High
move
Guard.
out.
General Amos Bellamy says, Vanguard, collect every weapon not nailed to a wall and let's move out. Calling Hordelin.
Sunwell's glory shine on you.
Combat start. Ratcatcher. Wheel of Ramonia.
Debuff triggered ward. Debuff triggered ward.
You receive loot, page 3 of a book of sonnets. You receive loot, page 1 of a book of sonnets. Ratcatcher. Household attendant.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
You receive loot, page 2 of a book of sonnets. You receive item, incomplete booklet of sonnets.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
You receive loot, Silver Moon Library bookcase. Runaway spellbook. Mischievous chick. Vidma. Fast Rider Area Eminder.
Baladash Malanore.
Rookery Arcanist.
What
Fast Rider
needs
Area
bring you
Eminder.
here?
Rookery
Glory to the
Arcanist.
Sindori.
Fast Rider Area Eminder. Rookery
What needs
Arcanist.
bring you here?
Fast Rider Area Eminder.
We endure.
Fast Rider Area Eminder.
Falter.
You receive item, Tasty Meat
We
5.
endure.
Mischievous Chick. Fast Rider Area
Sunwell's
Eminder.
glory shine on you.
You receive item, tasty meat spike.
Baladash, Melanore.
Mischievous chick. Wheel of Ramonia. You receive loot, Rookery Cash Key. You receive loot, Wing Hatchling.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
You receive loot, simple leaf pruners.
Baladash, Malanore.
Sun Sliver. Combat start. Sun Sliver. You receive loot, Mossy Lump of Dirt. Magistrix
Sinu
Nizara.
Amanore. We shall not falter.
Magistrix Nizara says,
well, if you ever need a
if
reprieve
you ever
from
need
the
a reprieve
bustle
from
of
the
our
bustle of our
visiting
visiting friends, seek the red banners
red
around the
banners
city.
around the city.
We'll keep the alliance out of those areas. Scox. Sierra.
Sinu Amanore.
Sierra says, the last I saw shadows descend on Kildanas, others marched on our kingdom with his army of Scourge. Now another army marches in our streets, saying they're here for our protection. Are you certain of that?
Saying they're here for our protection. Are you certain of that?
Spymaster smiles.
Enjoy your flight. Glory to the Sindora. That
Spymaster
surge
Smiles
from the
says,
Sunwell
that
set
surge
off
from
the
the Sun
dragon
will set off the dragon hawks. They know when there's danger. I've never seen them this unnerved. If the animals are this
If the
affected,
animals
what
are
about the
this
rest of
affected,
Eversong?
what about the rest of Eversong?
Anduin WRYNN. Valera Sanguinar. Valera Sanguinar says, of course the reliquary will lend aid wherever it's needed. Let me know if you're interested as well. Nail idea River Gleam.
I look forward to hearing what
Dipstick
you've
shift.
learned.
The pleasure was all mine.
Gilded Twilight Spalder. Dewy Vine Pouch. Violabranch Life Zir. Twilight Magus's Cowl. Nelthius Shadestone. Telemancer Astrandis.
Walk in the moonlight.
Bran Bronzebeard. Hacker Split 2.
For you?
Expedition
day,
Scout.
dear.
Delver's Guide. Nail idea River Gleam.
I could use your expertise.
Holiday
Great to
Enthusiast.
meet you. Off with you.
Assistant Winsome Fetrade. Zilani.
Come see my wares. Safe journeys.
Cloudborn Razorwing. Silver Moon Sweeper. Arcanovoid Construct. Silver Moon's Arcane Defender.